Yesterday, life of the variable, scope of the variables you studied. What is the life of instance variable? Object. What is the life of class variable? Class. What is the life of method parameter? Method. What is the life of local variable? Method. What is the life of block variable? Block. Block variable scope is limited to block only. Method parameter scope is limited to method only. Local variable scope is limited to method only. Instance variable scope is based on access modifiers. Class variable scope is based on access modifiers. Okay. Now, see about variables only, very depth you have studied. And now, which type of variables are required more in a programming? Which variable? Instance variable. Say, instance variable memory, when it is allocated? Whenever object is created. Instance variable memory deallocated whenever object is destroyed. When object is going to be destroyed, I'll explain. See, suppose integer x equal to 10. It is which type of variable? Integer y equal to 20. Which type of variable? Instance variable. These variables memory allocated whenever object is created. These variables memory deallocated whenever object is destroyed. Okay. In a programming, maximum instance variables required. Maximum instance variable, almost 70-80% instance variables will write, and the remaining class variables, local variables. So, instance variables are stored in heap area. Class variables are stored in method area. Local variables are stored in stack area. Those are memory block names. The names are given with the data structures concept, and the memory technique, everything I'll explain in further sessions. Further session it comes. Okay. See. Here. It is class variable. Static int x equal to 10. Whenever class is loaded into JVM memory, then this memory allocated. Whenever class is unloaded, then this variable memory deallocated. Here, it is local variable. It is local variable. Whenever method is called, local variable memory allocated. Whenever method is terminated, local variable memory deallocated. Okay. Whenever method is called, local variable memory allocated. Whenever method is terminated, local variables memory deallocated. And here, when this is also method parameter. Whenever method is called, this variable memory allocated. Whenever method is terminated, this variable memory deallocated. Like this, if it is there. This variable is called block variable. This memory allocated whenever block is started. Whenever block is ended, this method deallocate, variable memory deallocated. Okay. These all okay, but instance variable only somewhat different. You observe. When it is allocated, whenever object is created. When it is deallocated, whenever object is destroyed. When object is going to be destroyed, that is required. Say class is opened, class is closed. that is class variable. Method is opened, method is closed, in between local variable. And block variable, block opened, block closed, in between. But this is only somewhat different, no? Now that to this memory only more memory required. Instance variable only more we'll use. Now when object is going to be destroyed, when object is going to be destroyed,
Recording in
required.
progress.
I'll explain. First you write this one. Memory allocated to instance variables whenever an object is created. Instance variables memory deallocated whenever an object is destroyed. Memory allocated to instance variables whenever an object is created. Instance variables memory deallocated whenever an object is destroyed. Memory allocated to instance variables whenever an object is created. Instance variables memory deallocated whenever an object is destroyed. Memory allocated to instance variables whenever an object is created. Instance variables memory deallocated whenever an object is destroyed. Is it over? Now listen with more concentration. See, demo d1 equal to new demo. Demo d2 equal to new demo. Demo d3 equal to new demo. Okay. Now, how many objects created? 3 objects. How many copies of X created? 3 days variables is right. How many? 3. How many copies of Y created? How many? 3. It is also instance variable. Okay. Always don't think X is instance variable, Y is class variable. Like that, don't think. Okay. Now it is also instance variable. It is also instance variable. So memory allocated to instance variables whenever object is created. 3 objects created. Okay. 3 times memory allocated. 3 copies created. So in this program, 3 objects are there. 3 copies of X created. 3 copies of Y created. Okay. Memory deallocated whenever object is destroyed. When object is destroyed. When object is destroyed, I'll explain. Whenever object is not in use, that object is called unused object. That object is called garbage. So this concept is related to garbage collector. So I'll explain. Next, write it. Garbage. Garbage means unused objects. Garbage means unused objects. Garbage collector. Garbage. Garbage means unused objects. Garbage collector. It is a JVM component and it collects the garbage It is a JVM component and it collects the garbage whenever CPU gets free time. Because garbage collector priority is least priority. Priority number is 1. Garbage means unused objects. Garbage collector, it is a JVM component and it collects the garbage whenever CPU gets free time. Because garbage collector priority is least priority. Priority number is 1. What is this? I'll explain. Garbage collector nodes. Just write it. See, if the object is not in use, that object is called unused objects. Unused object is called garbage. That garbage collected by garbage collector whenever CPU gets free time. Free time only it collects. Why free time only collects? They given garbage collector priority least priority. Priority number 1. See, for example, first, why it will collect free time only? Why it collects in free time only? Reason is least priority. Suppose today morning to evening you have 10 works. You have 10 works. What you will do? You will give priority. Which is important, which is not important, you will make it priority. First I have to finish this, next I have to finish this. One order also will make it, no? So 10 works you have. In the 10 works, which is important, which is not important, which is I have to do today, which is I have to do tomorrow, which is I have to do any free time, like that you will decide, no? So your works you are making priority. Like that only here also priority. Say, suppose you have to do 10 works. You listed. In the 10 works, garbage cleaning also. Suppose in your home garbage is there. You want to clean the garbage. That is also one work is there. When you will do? Free time only will do, no? Here also like that only. Okay. See, garbage cleaning. So in your home more garbage is there. You want to clean the garbage. So when you will clean, free times only you will clean. But working days you will not clean, no? Suppose you are already working in a one company. Will you take a leave to clean the garbage? No, never. Okay. Free time only will collect the garbage, clean the garbage. So holidays time and free times, like that only you will clean the garbage. Here also cleaning garbage least priority. Okay. Here, while developing applications, priorities will be there. Suppose one bank application you want to develop. Bank application. In a bank application, withdraw one transaction, deposit one transaction. In these two, withdraw and deposit. Two transactions are there. Suppose you observe general normal banking only observe. Bank time morning 10 to evening 5. Just assume the timings may be different also. Morning 10 to evening 5. 5:1 or 5:5, 5 minutes late. You'll go to bank to withdraw 20 lakhs. What they'll say? Time is over. Come tomorrow. Okay. 5:1, 5:5 only 5 minutes late. You go to deposit 20 lakhs. What they'll say? They'll accept. Okay. So what they are doing, they are giving priority for deposit, but they are not giving priority for withdraw. Withdraw means they are asking come tomorrow, but deposit means if late also they are accepting. Okay, it's happening, no? No, not only that one, non manual banking, internet banking also. Deposit highest priority, withdraw least priority. It is compulsory, because suppose for example it is bank server. Okay, you have a bank account and in your account zero balance is there. Suppose balance is zero or minimum balance is there or zero balance is there. Now it is bank server. Your account you have zero balance. Your friend will come and ask 5,000 rupees. You will issue one check. Balance is zero. Okay, balance is zero. You issued one check. What you will do? You'll go to bank to withdraw money. Already you should check. You'll go to bank to withdraw money. Then bank employee, you'll send the request to your account number to withdraw money. At the same time, you will go to cash deposit machine. Okay, there one more machine. You want to deposit money in your account. That is your intention. You want to deposit while going to bank. That person is going to bank to withdraw money through check. Through check means he has to go to bank. So he'll go to bank. Before withdrawing only you want to deposit. You will go to deposit money. Almost same time this request came, this request came. Account number same. Your friend withdrawing money from your account only. You are depositing money in your account only. Okay. Whenever account number is same, if more than one request comes, it will allow only one request. One request in waiting state at the same time if it is comes. Suppose it is deposit, withdraw. It is deposit. Now here, which is highest priority? Deposit. First, this is allowed. It will enter, it will deposit. After that, withdraw done. Suppose first, if it is allowed, what will happen? Check bounce. That is the reason, zero balance, insufficient funds. So check bounce. That's what we have to write program with the deposit only highest priority. That priorities we can set through multi-threading topic is there, separate topic. We'll study further. It is like a one thread, it is like a one thread. Two threads at a time comes. Highest priority thread is entered first. And even suppose fraction of seconds, first this is came. This is entered. It is working under process. While processing this thread, if this thread comes, it is highest priority thread. Then working thread also stopped. This is allowed. That type programming also is there. That type programming also is there. So already running thread also stopped. Completed means we cannot do anything. Still running, still under process. Still under process. If another thread came, which is highest priority thread, then it is allowed. Running thread also stopped. New thread allowed. And after depositing, that thread will start again. That type programming also is there in Java. That is Java actually. Like calculating factorial, square root, Armstrong number, perfect number. These are not Java. Okay. Those all C language type. To improve your logical skills only. After getting a job, perfect number not required, Armstrong number not required. After getting job. This type programming required. After getting job. Okay. So if many threads comes to same account number, it will not allow all at a time. One by one allowed. One by one. If all allowed at a time, that is also problem will be there. Suppose for example, you have 5,000 balance in your account. Two friends, they asked 5,000, 5,000. Two checks you should. But balance is 5,000. You should checks, two checks. 5,000, 5,000, two checks. Two members will send the request to withdraw money. At the same time, suppose. It is under process. It is also entered. If it is more than one thread, if it is entered, what is the problem you observe? First thread entered. It is showing balance 5,000. So, you'll get a money 5,000. It is under process. While running under process, another thread came. If it is also entered, what will happen? For this one also still 5,000 is there, it shows. Then both people will get a money. Bank employee lose the money. Okay. So in this situation, what will happen? One is entered thread will complete. Until completion, it will wait. It will wait. Whenever that is completed, balance becomes zero. Then this is entered. Then insufficient funds message comes. Like that. So while running one thread, if another thread is interfered, this type of problem comes. That's what, for same account number, more than one request comes, it will not allow. That type program we have to write. We should not allow. If it is allowed, both people will get a money. That will be happen. And even movie ticket booking, railway reservation booking, suppose same seat you select, one more person also will select. For if it is under process, while payment processing, while transaction, if it is under process, both the people same seat they may get it. That will be happen. Same seat if is selected, it will not allow to other person. Other seat allows, same seat not allowed. In online shopping, whenever sale comes, now many people will do shopping. At the time, suppose 10 items are there, but thousands of people will shop. But 10 people only will get it. No, items are only 10, but people are sending request thousands. Suppose very low price they are selling. Then they'll, before sale time only, they'll give that information. Okay. Midnight 12 o'clock sale starts. Then what the people will do? All people ready to book that item. Midnight 12 o'clock. Thousands of requests comes, but items are only 10. Then how many people get it? Only 10. But if while running one thread, if another thread is interfered, that item allotted to hundreds of people, but items are only 10. Stock is 10 only. That will be happen. This type of programs will be there further. Okay. Here, garbage collector priority, least priority. Cleaning garbage, least priority. That's what CPU free time only it will clean. It is say garbage. Garbage means unused object. If the object is not in use, that object is called garbage. That garbage collected by garbage collector whenever CPU gets free time. Why free time is they given priority, least priority. Least priority they given. That's the reason free time only it will collect. If they give highest priority, what will happen? When you switch on computer only, garbage collector started. Always it will check heap area. Garbage is there or not, garbage is there or not. If it is there, immediately collects. But immediately collects means it is better. Memory clean. But other programs may not work. That will be happen. See, for example, here in my system, now present 4 programs I am running. One is Edit Plus, one is Browser, one is Zoom software, one is Notepad. For these 4 applications, memory allocated. No? Now, suppose the CPU capacity, assume 10 programs can run at a time. Assume that is 10 or 20, that is administrator knows. That is also one course, no? Windows administration. That is one more course. That person knows. Now, CPU capacity, 10 programs at a time it can run. That is 100 or 10 or 20, leave it. That is administrator knows how many process it can run. Okay, just understanding purpose. See, you observe backside how many processor running. You observe. Here, task manager, if you open. Here, how many applications running? 3. Background process, 44. It is hidden, doesn't appear to you. 44 process running. Okay, that means keyboard supporting one software, mouse supporting one software, keyboard supporting one software. That program also running backside. It doesn't appear to you. So, like that will be there. So, backside, so many programs will run. CPU usage also appears now here. You see, CPU usage. See how much CPU usage here. You observe 77%. Memory, disk, network, these all. So complete information available here. So When you switch on computer, then so many programs are running backside. Like that, CPU capacity will be there. Suppose CPU capacity, CPU capacity, CPU capacity, it can run 100 programs at a time. Suppose now 100 running. That means CPU busy or free? Busy. Suppose 90 programs are running. CPU busy or free? 10 slots are free, no? 10 slots are free. That means free. So CPU capacity, it can run 100 programs at a time. If 100 programs continuously running, that means CPU busy. One slot is free. It is free only. Now, suppose all CPU capacity 100 programs, but 90 programs are running. Now, till 10 slots are free. In the 10 slots, garbage collector will enter. Then it collects the garbage. Suppose 100 programs capacity is there. You are running 100 programs. Then CPU busy. Then garbage collector will never enter. Because garbage collector collects the garbage whenever CPU gets free time only. Free time only it will come and collect the garbage. Because program they given least priority. Priority number 1. Here 1 means least. Like don't think like a ranking. Ranking 1 means top. But here 1 means least. Like that they given. Okay. This type of programming further we'll see. We can set the priority to our task also. We can set the priority to our program also. Like that garbage collector program priority 1. Okay. Suppose in this program, how many objects created? 3 objects created. Okay. 3 objects created. All objects are in use. All objects are in use. Suppose D1 here, some code I'll write. Some other code. After writing, now, here, what is D1? Object reference. Can I call variable? Now, is it primitive type variable or reference type variable? What it contains? Here hash code. Here hash code. Here hash code. Okay. Now, if I write D1 equal to null. If I write. Now, in D1, hash code is there or null is there? Null is there. Now, can you access this object data after this line? Can you access? No. The link is broken. That object hash code. In this line, object created, that object hash code stored in D1. When this line executed, hash code modified with null. Then the link is broken between object and object reference. Then this object contains 2 variables, x value, y value. Now you cannot access. You cannot access. This object is called unused object in line number 12. That object we cannot access. If the object is not in use, that object is called unused object, that is called garbage. Now that is garbage. But immediately in line number 12 only, it will not come and collects. Because that priority, least priority. Free time only it will come and collects. So now this is called garbage. In line number 12. Object is created line number 7. Object is created line number 7. That object hash code stored in D1. But in line number 12, D1 contains null. Now hash code is removed. Link is broken with object. Then that object is not in use. That object is called garbage. That object is called garbage. That is collected by garbage collector in free time only. Because least priority. If they give highest priority, immediately it will come and collect. But one slot is wasted if they give highest priority. So cleaning garbage always least in general works also. So you have 10 works. In the 10 works, cleaning garbage also is there. One task. First you will do remaining all 9. Last one only you will give priority garbage. Okay. Like that in real world examples, so many examples will be there. Priorities will be there. Like that, they given priority here. Suppose example, GHMC people, they are collecting garbage no on roads, on Hyderabad roads. Garbage will be there. They are collecting garbage. When they are collecting, whenever Hyderabad roads are free, whenever Hyderabad roads are free, then only they are collecting garbage on roads. No, when they are collecting late night, early morning, they are collecting. Late night, night to 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, they are working on roads up to 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So late night, they are working on roads because collecting garbage, least priority, free time only they'll collect. When Hyderabad roads are free, late night, it will be free. Late night also, many vehicles are there going on. No? So 12 o'clock also, vehicles will be there. But when they'll collect, you observe, that's what 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, at the time, they are collecting. Okay, early morning or late nights, they are collecting garbage. Like that, year cleaning garbage, least priority. See, collecting garbage, least priority. That's what year also, that type only they applied in a programming. That is the reason free time only to collect. Free time only collects. Okay. Now, you observe, here, object created, that object referred by D1, D1 contains hash code, and when this line executed, this link is broken, then null will be stored. Null will be stored. Then this object data we cannot access. This object is called garbage. That is collected by garbage collector, free time only. If they give highest priority, immediately collects. But one CPU slot wasted. That is the reason least priority. Okay. Now, suppose some other lines I'll write. After writing somewhere, I'll write D2 equal to D3. I written. Now, what D2 contains? What D2 contains? Hash code. D3 contains hash code. Here D2 copied in D3 or D3 copied in D2? What is copied? D3 copied in D2. Okay. D3 contains some hash code. That is copied in D2. Okay. That means here, whatever D3 contains hash code, this hash code, that is copied in D2. Then what will happen? D2 also points to this object. D3 also points to this object. But this link is broken. No? That is become as garbage. That is become as garbage. So, object references are not there. Then you cannot access. That is called unused object. That is collected by garbage collector. CPU gets free time. So, in a programming, if you write like this, null will be stored. That object becomes garbage. If you write like this also, then this object hash code copied here, this D3 copied in D2. Then D2 also points to this object. Then this object becomes garbage. That object also collected by garbage collector. Whenever CPU gets free time, at the time it will come and collects. Okay. See, here GHMC people, they are collecting garbage whenever Hyderabad roads are free. Suppose instead of that time, morning 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock office timings, or evening 6 o'clock if they come, what will happen? Total Hyderabad will jump. That will happen. No? Then people will not go to on time to office also. They cannot come to home back properly. That will happen. That's what free time only it will come and collects. Here also that same concept they applied here in programming. Okay. Free time only it will come and collects. Suppose total heap area full. More garbage is there. But CPU capacity 100 programs, backside 100 programs continuously running. But you are also running so many programs in your application, Windows operating system. But your 100 programs continuously you are running. Then what will happen? CPU busy. But garbage is more. More garbage is there in heap area. Total heap area full with garbage. Okay, total heap area full with garbage. But then what will happen? System performance will decrease. Or your Java application may or may not run properly if more garbage is there. But you are not giving a chance to garbage collector. You are continuously 100 programs you are running. Then what will happen? CPU performance will decrease. Your application performance will decrease. In that situation, you call garbage collector. It will come and collects. That is also possible. Okay. Emergency situation. Suppose this application requires more memory. You clean yourself. It is possible. You can call garbage collector to come and collect. It will collect. Emergency situation you can do. See, for example, GHMC people collecting garbage whenever Hyderabad roads are free. Free times only they are collecting. Suppose morning 10 o'clock only in a one ground CM meeting is there. There is a garbage. They'll come and collect, no? There is a CM meeting, there is a garbage. But morning time also they'll come. It is emergency situation. Okay. CM meeting is there, but there is a more garbage in a ground. GHMC people, what they'll do? They'll come and collect in the time also. Situation. Here also like that situation. If more garbage is there, but your application requires more memory to run, in that situation, you clean the garbage. How? Library. See, Java library is there. So there is a method named GC. Method named GC. This method is there. Predefined method. If you call this method, garbage collector will come. GC nothing but garbage collector. GC method is there. That method if you call, it will come and collect immediately. Then total garbage cleaned. But already CPU running with 100 programs, how it will come and collect? The CPU busy. But if you call, how it will work? See, in 100 slots, 100 programs running. In that also one least priority program will be there. No? That priority program, sometime it will sleep. It goes to sleep mode. This will start. It will collect the garbage. After completion, again it will start. The sleeping thread will wake up. That type programming also is there. So, this type of programs we can write. That is Java. That is separate topic is there. Multi-threading and synchronization. That is almost core Java ending at that time. You'll see. That type of programming also is there. Okay. So, here, I'll ask some questions. Give me answer. What is garbage? Unused objects. Garbage means unused objects. What is garbage collector? It is a JVM component. What it will do? It collects the garbage. When it will collect the garbage? Whenever CPU gets free time. Why free time only collects? Priority is least priority. What is the priority number? 1. See, notes is this much only. Questions are many. Interview questions like this only. Okay. What is garbage? Garbage means unused object. What is garbage collector? It is a JVM component. What it will do? It collects the garbage. When it will collect the garbage? Whenever CPU gets free time. Why free time only collects? Priority, least priority. What's the priority number? 1. That's it. Questions different angles comes, but answer is there only. That is the reason interview question answer don't learn. Learn the subject. Question different angle they'll ask, give answer. That type knowledge required. See, this is subject. Learn. Question comes like this. Give answer. Question comes like this. Give answer. Question comes like this. Give answer. Any angle, you should give answer. But question answer if you learn. Suppose this question answer, this question answer, this question answer. One more question comes. You cannot give answer. That is the reason. Learn complete subject. Complete subject learn. Any question comes, give answer. Question answer, don't learn. Because different books, different types will be there, different faculties, different type, they'll teach interviewer, one more person will be there. You will think one more type. You will ask one more style. That will be happen. That is the reason, learn subject. Learn complete subject. If they ask any question, any angle, you should give answer. That type skills required. Okay. Say, I am teaching one style. Books are one more style. Interviewer one more style. Then what will happen? you will think that concept not completed. That concept may be completed, but in a question, different angle will be there. That is the reason. Don't learn question answer. Complete subject, learn question, any angle you answer. That type skills required. See, garbage means unused object. Okay, it is collected by garbage collector. In this program, garbage, I'll show you. You observe. Here, you observe heap area. Stack area, heap area present. You observe stack area, heap area. Now, here, demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, open brace executed, new. It is a dynamic memory allocation operator. It allocates the memory to instance variables at runtime in heap area. So, two variables memory allocated, X, Y. X, Y. Here, constructor constructs the object. This object referred by D1. D1 stored in stack area. So like this. Same style, one more object. Again X and Y. One more copy. This object referred by D2. This object referred by D2. Same style, one more object. X, Y. 10 and 20. It is one more object. This object referred by D3. Now, here all objects are in use up to line number 9, 10 also, 11 also. Up to 11, all objects are in use. Now, when 12th line executed, here, what will be stored here? Null. Then this link is broken. Now, this object data, if you want to access or if you want to print, can you print? After line number 12, you cannot access that object data. That object is called unused object. That object is called garbage. That garbage collected by garbage collector free time. Okay. Whenever you write line number 15, D2 equal to D3. So D3 copied in D2 here, copied. Then what will happen? This link is broken. This link is, this link is broken. It will points to same object, D3 object. Now, this object is called garbage. So, now, this is line number 12, it will become as garbage. Line number 15, it will become as garbage. These two are called garbage. Okay. When program entire application memory removed, then this is also becomes garbage. Once if the application memory complete removed from JVM, that is also becomes garbage. That automatically becomes garbage. Here explicitly we did. When you write this line, D1 equal to null, it will become as garbage. When you write D2 equal to D3, D3 copied in D2, it is also points to this object, but this object become as garbage. Okay. Now, write this one. Program write it, diagram write it for understanding garbage. In line number 12, D1 referred object become as garbage. Line number 15, D2 referred object become as garbage. What you are discussing about garbage collector or any other? It is just simple concept. That's it. Is it over? First, you stop discussions. Stop discussion. First, complete. If the object is not in use, if the object is not in use, that object is called unused object. That is called garbage. Okay, that is collected by garbage collector. It is a JVM component. Okay, free time only collects because priority they given least priority. Priority number 1. Okay, this is about garbage collector. Is it over? What is class? Class is a collection of variables and methods. Variables completed. See, variables only 3-4 days you have seen. Variables, variables, variables. Okay. Remember, don't forget each and every point important only. Next, methods. Note. A group of statements. A group of statements into a single logical unit. Okay. 1 minute. That one point I didn't give about GC method. I didn't explain. Just one line you have to write. One line. It is also possible to call garbage collector explicitly. Just one line notes, write it. It is also possible to call garbage collector explicitly by using GC method of java.lang.system class. That's it. It is also possible to call garbage collector explicitly by using GC method of java.lang.system class. It is also possible to call garbage collector explicitly by using GC method of java.lang.system class. It is also possible to call garbage collector explicitly by using GC method of java.lang.system class. So it will come and collect in free time. If you want to call immediately, use this method. Then when this method executed, even CPU busy also it will come and collect. Even CPU busy, in that situation also it will come and collect. The method is available in system class. So methods you are going to learn. Next, methods. A group of statements into a single logical unit is called as method. A group of statements into a single logical unit is called as method. A group of statements into a single logical unit is called as method. Methods are used to perform the task. Methods are used to perform the task. Methods are used to perform the task. Advantages of methods. First one, modularity. Second one, reusability. Advantages of methods. First one, modularity. Second one, reusability. Advantages of methods. First one, modularity. Second one, reusability. I'll explain. Just write it. Methods are divided into four categories. First one, methods with arguments and with return value. Second one, methods with arguments and without return value. Third one, methods without arguments and with return value. Fourth one, methods without arguments and without return value. Methods are divided into four categories. Methods with arguments and with return value, methods with arguments and without return value, methods without arguments and with return value, methods without arguments and without return value. Four categories of methods. Whatever the points I given, I'll explain. Just you write these all. In a one example, I'll compare, you will get a more clarity. First one, methods with arguments and with return value. Return type, syntax. Return type, method name, argument 1, argument 2, n number of at last return keyword, return variable, literal or expression. Over here, return type can be primitive data type or reference data type. You can write any primitive data type or reference data type. Even arguments also primitive type or reference type. That is all. Primitive types or reference types. Methods with arguments and with return value. Methods with arguments without return value. Methods without arguments and with return value. Methods without argument, without return value. 4 categories of methods. It is first category method. Is it over? Here you observe. You already studied statements. Statements, how many categories of statement? 3. What are those? Selection statements, iteration statements, jump statement. How many jump statements? 5. What are those? Break statement, break label statement, continue statement, continue label statement, that return statement. This is return. Okay. Return, if you write variable, variable contains one value, that will be return. Return literal, literal nothing but value only. That is return. Literal return expression, expression evaluated, result comes no, that is return. That means at last data return. If you write variable also, literal also, expression also. If you write variable or literal or expression, anything you write, what is going to return? Value is going to return. Return some value. Variable contains some value, that is return. Literal means directly value you are writing. Expression means a plus b, a minus b, like that you can write. That is evaluated, result comes no, that result return. Now, that return type of data will be, that type you have to specify here. Here, int type is there, int. Float type is there, float. Char type is there, char. Like that you have to write. Here, arguments also depends upon your task. You can choose whether primitive type required or reference type required. You select, you pass. Suppose, one example. Now, here, I'll write one method, you observe. method name add, which takes two integers. Okay. Method name add, which takes two integers. After this, integer c equal to a plus b added. The result stored in C. Return C. C is a int type. Then int type you have to write here. See, now int is a return type. See, int is a return type. Int is a return type. Add is a method name. Int a, int b arguments. Result of a plus b stored in C. C return. This is a concept. See, add is a method. Now, according to this, all you observe methods. Now, a group of statements into a single logical unit is called as method. So, it is a one statement. It is a one statement. Two statements grouped together as a one logical unit. This unit is called method. Methods are used to perform the task. We are performing one task addition. Adding two integers. That is one task we are performing. So, add is a task. Addition is a task. Advantages of methods. Modularity, reusability. Now, here, this is one method, this is one method. But this code you can write here also. But if you write here, reusability comes, modularity comes. See, while developing project means it is not a one program. The project will divide into number of programs. Each program again number of classes. In each class number of methods. Always will divide. That type will develop. Okay. Say one project according to your application requirement, you will divide into number of programs. Each program number of classes. Each class number of methods. Like that, if you divide, modularity, reusability, two features comes. Modularity. You observe, addition of two numbers code is one module I divided. Calling this method purpose, some code I'll write here. It is one more module. So dividing into number of modules, that is called modularity. Then this method, any number of times you can utilize. That is called reusability. Now, it is addition of two number. Any number of times you can call, you can use that method. That is called reusability. Now, see, methods are divided into four categories with arguments with return value. See, these two are arguments. After adding, return, that is with return value. Okay. Now, you studied already int x equal to 10. It is which type of variable? If I write static, which type of variable? Class variable. Same style, it is called instance method. If you write static, class method. If you remove static, first you will learn instance method, later class method. Next, write it. Instance method. Instance method. A method that is defined as a member of a class is called as an instance method. A method that is defined as a member of a class. Listen with concentration. Listen with concentration, online students. A method that is defined as a member of a class is called as an instance method. A method that is defined as a member of a class is called as an instance method. Next, write it. There are two ways to access an instance method. First one, by using an object. Second one, by using an object reference. There are two ways to access an instance method. First one, by using an object. Second one, by using an object reference. There are two ways to access an instance method. First one, by using an object. Second one, by using an object reference. Use an object to access an instance method if it is required only one time. Use an object reference to access an instance method if it is required more than one time. Use an object reference to access an instance method if it is required more than one time. Use an object to access an instance method if it is required only one time. Use an object reference to access an instance method if it is required more than one time. These all once again I'll explain. Listen with more concentration. Those who didn't understand, listen with more concentration. See, instance variable you studied, no? Almost like that only. Instance variable type. Accessing two ways. Object, object reference. One time record, use object. More than one time record, use object reference. Like that you select. Is it completed? See. Here, first what is method? You see the notes? A group of statements into a single logical unit is called as method. Say, it is one statement. It is one statement. Two statements grouped together as a one logical unit. It is called method. What is the purpose of method? To perform the task. Here we are performing addition of two numbers. That is nothing but task. Okay. What are the advantages of methods? Modularity, reusability. Modularity means, so actually complete code you can write in the main method. So up to previous program, all you have seen in the main method only, no? But we written separate method now. So our application, we are dividing into many methods. That is nothing but modularity. Module wise I am dividing. That is called modularity. With that modularity, reusability also comes. I'll show you. This code is n number of times you can access now if you write separate. But if you write that code in the main method, one time only possible. If you write main separate method, n number of times you can call that method. That is reusability. Okay. Now, is it instance method or class method? Instance method, because there is no static. Okay. Add is a method defined as a member of demo class. Instance method. Instance method, how many ways to access? What are those? Object, object reference. Now, I'll show you how to call, how to use. Listen here. What is the return type is there? Then one int you ought write, one variable you ought write, equal to symbol you ought write. Okay. Now, return type int. Then write int. After that, write one variable. write equal to symbol. After that, new constructor object created. With that object, dot add two numbers you can write. Now, if you write like this, what will happen? Object created. With that object, I am calling add method. So object created, with that object, I am calling add method. See, this type of object is called anonymous object. We can also call unreferenced object. Say new constructor object created. With this object, add method called 93 comma 42. 93 copied in A, 42 copied in B. Okay. Result copied in C. C return. Return C copied in X. That X you can print. System.out.println X. With object reference, demo D equal to new demo. Integer Y equal to D dot add two numbers. Then system.out.println Y. System.out.println Y. Demo class loaded. First here, demo class loaded. Open brace executed. Main method called. Open brace executed. Here, new demo object created. With that object, add method called. Then 93 comma 42 copied in A and B. Result copied in C. The C return. Return value copied in X. That X printed. Here, object created. That object referred by D. With this D, add method called 7423 copied in A and B. Result copied in C. Return C. The C value copied in Y. Y printed. You have to listen with more concentration. Once again, I'll explain. See, demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, open brace executed, here object created, with this object, add method called, then 93 comma 42, these two copied in A and B, result copied in C, return C, C value copied in X, that X printed. Here object created, that object referred by D, with that D add method called, then 7423 copied in A and B, result copied in C, C return, return value copied in Y, Y printed. File save. Now addition of two numbers method, two times executed, two times invoked, two times executed, two times called. See 135.97. So this code is reusable. This code is reusable. Two times calculation done. So 9342 added, 7423 added. Okay, write this program. Is it over? Is it completed? See once again, see execution process. Demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, open brace executed, here object created, with that object add method called. Then what will be happen is this 93 comma 42 copied in A and B. So like this it comes. Then it will become int A equal to 93, int B equal to 42. Like this it will become. Now 93 plus 42 result copied in C. Return C. C value copied in X with return value. So here int X equal to C. Like this. So with arguments, with return value, this is first category. Same style, this 7423 copied in A and B. Result copied in C. The C copied in Y. That type it works. For understanding, you write this way, this type better. Like this arrows, write it. Over. So 93 copied in A, 42 copied in B. Result stored in C. C return. Return value copied in X. Okay. Result copied in X. Result copied in C and return stored in X. Copied in C. X. C copied in X. Okay. See. Demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, open brace executed, here object created, with that object add method called. Then control comes to here. Result copied in C. Return value copied in X. That X printed. Same style, here object created, object referred by D. With the D add method called. Then 74 copied in A, 23 copied in B. Result copied in C, return value copied in Y, Y printed. You studied how many categories of methods? 4 categories. What is first category? With arguments, with return value. With arguments means like this will send. With return value means will this receive. Sending will be there, receiving will be there. Second category, with arguments, without return value. So only sending will be there. Receiving will not be there. That is second category. What is third category? Without argument, with return value. Then what will be there? Only receiving will be there. No sending. What is fourth category? No sending, no receiving. Further, what will happen? Client to server, sending. Server to client, receiving. Sending and receiving is there. First category. Only sending is there. Second category. Only receiving is there. Third category. Nothing is there. You want to perform some task. Fourth category. Like that, you have to select. Client to server, server to client, both required. First category. Only client to server. Second category. Server to client. Only third category. No sending, no receiving, but you have to perform some task backside. Fourth category. Like that, we have to select. So, with arguments, with return value. Here, with argument, without return value. Here, without argument, with return value. Fourth one, no argument, no return value. Now, it is first category, first example, one example. Remaining all, Monday, we'll see. How many people completed assignment? Just raise your hand. How many people completed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 members completed. Online students, how many people completed? $24. Okay. At least how many people completed at least 5 programs? 5 programs. 5. Okay. Actually, today I would explain. Saturday on Saturday. Last Saturday is shared. Again, tomorrow I'm giving a time. At least you try to complete by Monday. Monday I'll discuss about assignment. First you try whether you are getting or not, leave it. You try. Okay. Monday class I'll discuss about assignment. Okay. We'll see continuation on Monday. Online students, Garima Singh. Assignment already shared in Google Classroom. You can check it. Shivaji. Yeah, today I'll share second assignment. Or Monday I'll share. See which type of variable. Integer type variable. Sai Sri.